The Rule of 72 dates way back to 1494 when it was referenced by Luca Pacioli in his book titled Summa de Arithmetica, and has gained popularity in the modern world, where it is used in more ways than just to calculate compound interest. Number 10. To evaluate investments. Investment is one of the proven ways to double your savings and achieve your financial goal. And the Rule of 72 allows you to know the number of years it'll take you to double the savings you have. This helps you to keep your eye on the ball, meet your goals, and break free of financial bondage. For example, if you have $20,000 in your account at an interest rate of 8% and want to know how long it will take you to double it, all you need to do is divide your rate by 72. Your calculations will look like this: 72 divided by 8 equals 9. This means that your investment is expected to double in 9 years. The Rule of 72 uses the effect of compound interest to evaluate your investment. When you invest, you earn interest, which is automatically reinvested, hence earning you interest on interest. The more you invest, the more you earn, and the sooner you double your savings. Number 9. Savings. Saving with high-yield accounts can work wonders for your money. This is because, unlike the brick-and-mortar ways of saving, high-yield accounts live up to their name by giving you high yields. In a traditional bank, your interest rate may be 0.07%, while you can get up to 6% interest in a high-yield account. And the Rule of 72 comes in handy when you want to know how long it could take you to double those savings. For example, if you have $5,000 in your high-yield account at a state of 6% PA, to find out how long it'll take you to turn that $5,000 into $10,000, you divide your interest rate percentage by 72, which equals 12. This means that to double your savings, it'll take you a solid 12 years. It's worth mentioning that the Rule of 72 is not 100% accurate and works by approximation. But you'll have a pretty good idea of the time frame in which your savings double. The Rule of 72 allows you to know how long it may take you to achieve your goals, which can help you find ways to help you get there sooner. This could be by way of increasing your savings and not making regular withdrawals that reduce the amount of money you have in your account and can save your money, and allow it to grow and double in a shorter period. Number 8. In compound interest. Compound interest has to be the sweetest interest you can earn. Not only do you earn interest on the principal amount you saved, but your interest also earns you some pretty dollars on top. Sweet, right? Well, there's even more amazing news. You can use the Law of 72 to estimate when you're likely to double your savings. And because the Law of 72 is applied to compound interest, it's accurate for rates that fall between 6% and 10%, and can be applied to any investment that sees exponential growth. For example, if you have saved $10,000 compounding at an interest of 8%, using the Rule of 72, you will know when your money is supposed to double. It's as simple as dividing 72 by 8, which equals 9. This means that your money will double in 9 years, and the compound curve shows that your interest will double every 9 years. This means that for the first 9 years, you will have $20,000. In 18 years, you will have $40,000. And in 27 years, you'll have $80,000. And so the curve goes. And because compound interest has a snowball effect, your money can grow exponentially, and before you know it, you have a lot of money. If you want to hit your goal sooner, you can increase your savings and will achieve your goal in a shorter time. If you want to hit a goal of $40,000 in 7 years instead of 14 years, you can save $20,000. Using the Rule of 72, you will know when you are likely to achieve the financial goal you have set for yourself. Number 7. To stay ahead of inflation rates. Inflation has caused a lot of financial problems and is depleting consumers' money at lightning speed. Food, housing, and the rising cost of fuel have caused every other thing to shoot up in price. But you can quickly assess the impact of inflation by using the Rule of 72 to calculate how long the inflation will last, so you can stay ahead of it. While the Rule of 72 is commonly used for investments, it can work in reverse to approximate how quickly a consumer's money will lower in value due to the rising cost of goods and services. This works by dividing 72 by the annual inflation rate. For example, the annual inflation rate for 2022 is 9%. To know how inflation will affect your money, this is what your mathematics will look like. 72 divided by 9 equals 8. This means that in 8 years, the value of your money will reduce to half. Knowing this helps you make changes where necessary so you can stay ahead of inflation. Changes like using public transport instead of driving everywhere, buying goods that are on sale, and downsizing can help you beat inflation. And it's all made possible by the rule of 72. You can apply this rule of thumb to keep you from spending a lot of money, which allows you to double your savings. Number 6. When planning financial goals. Every person that loves financial freedom has financial goals they have either met or are working towards meeting. And while the rule of 72 works for investment and compound interest, it can also be applied when you want to plan your financial goals. This helps you know how long it will take you to save a specific amount of money. The concept is the same as when you're investing, because you have to find out how much interest you will be earning from other financial institutions where you choose to save your money. For example, the rule of 72 does not work with simple interest, and that's why you need an account that compounds your interest. If you want to have $16,000 saved at an interest of 6%, the rule of 72 will show you that you have that amount saved in 12 years. This is by dividing 72 divided by 6 equals 12. This allows you to plan how much money you can save per month and how much compound interest you will earn to achieve the goal you have set for yourself in the 12 years. This is a great way to plan for your financial goals so that you can move ahead and save for big purchases, such as buying land to build or buying a house. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry said, "A goal without a plan is just a wish." Use the rule of thumb to create your goals and follow through with the saving and become financially stable. Number 5. Certificate of deposits. Certificates of deposit earn compound interest, which means that interest is earned on interest. A certificate of deposit is a fixed amount of money that you deposit in an account for a specific period. Let's say you have the time at 6 years. Interest is earned annually, which means that it is reinvested in a certificate of deposit, earning more interest. For example, if you have $4,000 compounding at an interest rate of 8%, your first year will have $4,320, where $320 is the interest. For your second year, the total amount in your account will be $4,320, which will earn an interest of $345.60, where $320 is the interest earned on the principal amount and $25.60 is the interest earned on the previous year's interest. Your interest keeps growing, and by using the rule of 72, you can know how long it will take for the amount you have in your account to double. In this case, your money would double in 9 years. If you're planning for a financial goal, a certificate of deposit can help you meet it. The best money to save with a certificate of deposit is bonus checks or when you come into a windfall. This is because you are not allowed to withdraw your money until it reaches maturity, and in case you want to withdraw before maturity, you will face a penalty. To know how long it will take to have double savings in your certificate of deposit, take advantage of the rule of 72. You'll be happy you discovered this rule of thumb. Number 4. To help you understand debt. The rule of 72 is beneficial when you're investing your money, and also when you have borrowed money. This is because as much as compound interest works in your favor when investing, it also will work against you if you have any kind of debt. For example, if you have a credit card balance that runs at a rate of 18% per year, by using the rule of 72, you will realize that the amount you owe the credit card company will double in 4 years even if you don't use your credit card to purchase anything else. In this case, the rule of 72 will act as a Zippo to give you the motivation you need to pay your debt as soon as you can. After all, who wants to pay double the amount they owe? Certainly not you, right? Number 3. Estimate returns. By now, we are sure you will get the drill of how to calculate your double savings using the rule of 72. But you can also use it to estimate your returns. This is by finding out how much annual rate of return you need to hit a certain financial target. For example, if you need to save $50,000 in 10 years and you start by saving $5,000, then you know that you need to earn an annual interest rate of 7.2% of return to reach your financial goal in the years that you have set for yourself. By knowing how much money in returns you are required to get, you can know which financial institution to entrust your savings to. Being able to use the rule of 72 to calculate your returns is one way of staying ahead of your financial progress. because it allows you to meet your goals and it takes the guesswork out of your planning. Nobody likes to keep guessing, especially when it comes to finances, because more often than not, you end up getting shortchanged, and you don't want that. Number 2, calculate reinvested dividends. Much like the way you apply the rule of 72 while evaluating your investments, it also applies when you want to calculate your reinvested dividends. Because reinvested dividends compound, it is easy to calculate them using the rule of 72. However, there is one caveat. There is no way the rule of 72 will apply to your dividends should you choose to withdraw them instead of reinvesting. You will not be able to calculate how long it will take for your reinvested dividends to double if you withdraw them, because they will not be compounding, and the rule of 72 applies to compounding interest. To be able to calculate your reinvested dividends using the rule of 72, be sure that whatever interest you earn is reinvested in your savings. This is because dividends are essentially added to your principal amount and are used as the basis for calculations on fresh interest, which makes your investment snowball. Before we get into number 1, make sure to check out the links in the description for our best recommendations to boost your savings. Number 1, on deferred annuities. Annuities are a type of long-term investment that gives you guaranteed income throughout your retirement. With a deferred annuity, you are the one that selects the dates in the future when you want your payments to begin. This means that you can keep your money invested for a long time and earn a compound interest on it, and thus the rule of 72 applies. For example, if a deferred annuity has an annual return of 6%, it will take 12 years, or 72 divided by 6 equals 12, for the savings to double. Let's say a retiree wants the money that has doubled to last them 15 years in retirement. They would need to start withdrawing from their account 3 years after they have retired. The rule of 72 is crucial in helping you know how long it will take for the double growth of your savings so that you can start planning accordingly. But the secret to saving for retirement is to start as early as possible so you can have enough saved by the time you retire. And the rule of 72 will be there to give you a general idea of how long your savings will last so you can know when you need to start withdrawing from your deferred annuity account. Make sure to check out the next video. You're going to get a ton of value from this one. See you there.